Hello and welcome to Sorare Sunday for the week starting the 7th to the 13th of July. And let's look at how we did this week. Okay, so going back to last weekend, and I think we probably had one of the best game weeks that I've had in a very long time. As you can see, we got 2 cards, 10 limited essence, and 1 box. So the Austin game was cancelled against, I think it was LA, because of flooding in Texas. So, you can't complain too much because there was flooding and that's like horrific. So I don't know when that's going to be played again or what, but so we missed out on that team getting anything, and I think there was another team that had Larice and Long in, which obviously didn't get anything because we had two players which just didn't play. Other than that, though, we did manage to get 5 essence from this in-season team that we played. With Wolf doing great again with a goal and assist. He's on fire at the moment. And Lucas Engels actually is a pretty solid defender for MLS. He's a good one to keep an eye on. And then in terms of Classic, we did get 3 essence from this team as well. No one really doing anything amazing, but Calvin Harris getting a fairly good score. In Contender, we got a tier 3 card for our Kobe Vissel team, which all played very well. I think there was 2 games that they played. So if they didn't play well on one game, they played well on the other, which was good for me. And the card that I got for that was Kang Min Jun, a 21-year-old defender. He plays on and off. He does play a lot more than other cards I've won, which is good. And he's worth probably about £3-4. Oh man, some people are spending 20-odd quid on him. So he's not a bad card, to be fair, to pick up, especially for maybe next season, K-League, going forward sort of thing. He might play more often. With the changes in Classic, though, it's a little bit annoying because he won't be as usable next season as he would have been if they kept the Classic rules. But still, I'm happy with that. He's a good little player to have. And young, so probably will progress in time. So going back to our game week. Okay, so that was the tier 3 card that we won. And then we also won 2 essence for this under 21s team, which I'm amazed we won anything for that because we had a keeper who I knew wouldn't play, but the outfield players won it over, even though we got a 28 for Peyton Miller. But we also got a tier 5 card for this team. Annoying that Ocampo got a 3 because I feel like we probably could have got a little bit of a higher rated card. Our keeper doing really well with a clean sheet. Hander getting a goal with a 75. Liam Delap has kind of dropped off since joining with Chelsea. He had a really good start to the Club World Cup, and now he's just an impact sub, if that. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, the tier 5 card that we got is Jamar Ricketts, who's an MLS player for San Jose Earthquakes, and he's he's a tier 5, so he's a little bit of a less desirable card. He barely plays. He's young again though, 23, so he's got a chance of playing in the future, but he's not worth bobbins. He's 30 odd p. So yeah, not a player which is going to be smashing in straight into one of my lineups, but you know what? I won him for free. I can't really complain, can I? So Jamar Ricketts is the player that I got as well. So let's go have a look at what the rest of the game week. And then to round off the last weekend, we got a box for this team with Joe Willis getting a clean sheet, 66 for Sebastian, Klaus getting a goal. Yamamoto's had a little bit of a dip in form, and so's Kitagawa. So it'll be interesting to see if those guys pick up near the end of the season. But we'll see. Poor old Dos Santos had a terrible game. Look at that, 13, which is annoying because we were 4 points off getting something with this team, and everyone else in the team played pretty good, to be honest. Koyamatsu getting an assist in 86. I can never remember this guy's name, and it's in kanji, so I can't read it, but he got a goal and an assist with a 70. Mikuni getting a 55. Neto getting a 51, even though he didn't play that well in that game. So we were so close to getting more, but it just wasn't to be. And that was the weekend. So we got loads of stuff. 2 cards, 10 essence, and a box. And then going forward to the midweek, we, to be fair, fielded a team that played, but just wasn't enough. We were 89 points off at getting anything, and everyone played and actually got a fairly decent score, apart from Calvin Harris. Like, everyone got up into the 50s, if not 70s. So can't really fault that. We didn't get any DMPs. It's just we didn't have any good enough players in the team. So that was this game week, and we're now going to go have a look at our player to watch. And my player to watch is Prince Osu. Osu. I'm not sure how to say that last name. Osu? I think it's Osu. There you go. German player, 28-year-old, plays for Montreal on Impact. And as you can see, he's making it a bit of an impact. He's playing in the MLS at a fairly good age for a striker to be in their prime, and I think he's probably going to be fairly good going through this season from the looks of it, and I think he could potentially be one who stays in the MLS for 3-4 seasons and continues to just keep scoring and stuff like that. He just seems like one of those players. So yeah, he's already scored a lot of goals. He's got 6 goals so far within the season, and he's got some assists as well. His scoring is usually quite high. He does have the odd game. I don't know how good Montreal Impact are, so it might be just his team don't play too well, so he doesn't have much of an impact. And in terms of cost, you're not looking at breaking the bank for him. You can pick an out-of-season card up for less than £1, and if you want an in-season card, you can pick him up for around £2.50, £3. So I think he's definitely an easy option for like a striker in the MLS, which is affordable. I think it's sometimes quite hard to find affordable strikers who play regularly and score. And here is one. So I think that might be a good shout for our player to watch this week. So we're now going to go on and have a look at what's in the box. What's in the box? And for a second week in a row, I have a box to open, which is incredible, isn't it? I was thinking I might have to get rid of the what's in the box section, but no, I've been saved. So we're just going to open this All-Star Classic box, which we have got 1 limited essence from. So in terms of essence, we currently have 11 limited and 7 rare. The crafting is going to be shut down as of the 15th of July. So in the middle of next week's game week, crafting is going to be turned off. It's going to be brought back on the 25th of July. And after, when it's brought back on the 25th, you're going to have new European cards that are going to be included in it. But also, the crafting costs are going to be increased to 1,000 for a flat. So you're going to have to forget all of this. You just need 1,000 to do a craft. You can't do a 20 craft anymore. You need 1,000 essence to do a craft. And it will be pick between 10 cards, I think it is, or 5 cards. Pick between a number of cards, and whichever one you pick, you can choose to add more essence to figure out what cards are, like what leagues they're from and stuff like that. But you can also just pick at random and see which one you get. You've got a chance of getting like a really good one or a chance of getting a really pants one. So different. It's very gambly. I'm not sure if I like the new version, but we'll see how it goes. The essence that they're going to be giving you for winning stuff is going to be much more. So the 1,000 shouldn't be as lofty as it seems right now, hopefully. But we'll just have to wait and see. In terms of the essence you've got at the moment, from the 15th, some point between the 15th and the 25th, they are going to multiply what you've got by 20. So my 11 will become 220 essence. So I'll have 220 starting off with the new system, and with the rare essence, I'll have 140, I believe, if my mental maths is correct. So that's how it's all going to work. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, no essence pull this week because I don't have enough, but no essence pull for the next couple of weeks either because I won't have enough for that. But we'll just have to wait and see how it goes over the next few weeks, what their communications are, and then how it opens up to everyone. And because I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of confusion around it when it first starts up, if there might be some bugs here and there, because this is so rare. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works, but just thought I'd give you the update on that. In terms of next season, I don't really have much of a plan, to be honest. I have some cards which I am looking to use for next season as like classics. So I have not a lot for Liverpool, but I've got Salah, I've got Mamadashvili even, and I'm hoping he plays. I'm hoping he's the starting keeper now for Liverpool. And I've got Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones. So I might try and get some more classic Liverpool players in and build that up and have that as a classic champion team. I've also put together a Anderlecht team for classics. So when Jupiler, I think is how you say it, league, or the Belgian league starts, I'll have a full Anderlecht team to play, hopefully. Obviously, if anyone transfers in and out, that might change things, but I think I've got a fairly good team there. Nathan Saliba moving from the MLS into Anderlecht as well, so that should be fine. I've got a full Ipswich stack, which will be playing in the Championship and should be ripping up the Championship next season, or this season coming. So I should hopefully be able to put together a team in maybe All-Star with this team and get a fairly good like return sort of thing on these guys, because they should hopefully they're not going to absolutely fail in the Championship, but we'll see. In terms of anything else, I have got some like Nottingham Forest players which I've kept. I've got Hudson Odoi, I've got Chris Wood, Neko Williams, Milinkovic, and Aina and Dominguez. So I'm not sure if I will use them or not. It might be that if I can't get enough Liverpool players, I'll do like a mixture of Nottingham and Liverpool. And then for La Liga, I have got a couple of Villarreal, but I've got rid of a lot of them. So I think these guys I might just get rid of as well. In terms of rare, I have been trying to build up a Belgian league kind of collection to begin with. I did ages ago get a load of Club Bruges players, but they were at the bottom. But I traded most of them away when I was building up my MLS and J League, K League players. So as you can see, I've actually got a fair number of MLS and J League and K League players now, which I will keep for next season. Hopefully not too many movements transfer wise and stuff like that. I think there's also going to be the SO7, which means I'll need a couple more rare players for each lineup. So it might be that I need to get some more rare players come next season when MLS and J and K League start again in 2026. But for now, I'm fine with what we've got. And then I've got Norden Jackers, who I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe he's going to be taking over from Mignolet as goalkeeper for Club Bruges. And then I've got a few I've got a couple of midfielders, a defender, and a forward. So I need a few more like defenders and forwards for the Belgian leagues, and that's kind of my plans so far. I don't think I'll be able to afford a rare Eredivisie Dutch league just yet, but that's what I would like to get to at some point. And that's kind of my plan for next season. I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out, but it's obviously going to change as well, move with all the changes within Sorare. I might change my strategy a little bit. I do think I'll put a little bit of money in and buy an in-season either Belgian league or Dutch league. I really love the Dutch league, so it'll probably be Dutch league. But I also quite enjoy Belgian league, so it's a toss-up on how much I can get players for. I don't want to break the bank. I don't want to be spending loads of money on it. In terms of, and it will be limited. It won't be rare because I definitely won't be able to afford an in-season lineup for rare. I have got the Feyenoord keeper, Tim Wellenluther. So I think I might try and get him as the because you can play one classic card. I might use him as my classic card and then get a Feyenoord stack of in-seasons, and then see if I can pick up some other classic goalkeepers for those divisions and then get in-season outfield players. So that's kind of my plan. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that there's something I could be doing a little bit differently. If you think that maybe there's a different approach that I should be taking, or any players that you think I should be looking at getting who might be come up stars or something like that this season. Let me know also what your plan is, what you're going for this season with Sorare. Are you going to be doing in season? Are you going to be mainly classics? Are you going to drop it a little bit because of the changes? Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you.